Okay, so here we go. So I have got a nice little template ready. I've got forest land area. I'm going to put, I'll just make up a country. Yeah, this is Stirrat land. Fantastic. And total area, and I'm going to put here is 250. And I'll call that square kilometers, all right? So it's pretty small, but it's my own private island. It's beautiful, okay? So there's 250 here. Now, I'm going to put the forest land area in these cells, and I'm going to make stuff up, basically. But you're going to get the actual data from the two spreadsheets that you've already got access to, okay? So in here, I am going to pretend that I'm doing some wonderful planting, and I am hoping to increase the forestation of my island. Yep. So this is what yours is going to look like, right? You're going to have a whole bunch of numbers in this top row, in the top forest land row. You're going to have this number here, and I think I'm not going to add any extra land to my island. I'll just have it as 250. Now, there's one bit of magic we're going to do. Can you see that in this cell, I want to do equals the 100 divided by the 250, right? And I want to change it to a percentage. But then I want to do this 120 in here divided by the 250. This 250 is going to be used repeatedly each time. So why don't I actually go and call this 250 a special name? So we can do that. Click on it. Then if you go to the data or do you remember I couldn't find things last time? I think it's under formulas. There we go. So under formulas, define name. So I'm going to call that 250 a name. I'm going to give it a word. So define name, I'm going to call it, well, look, it's total area, but I'm just going to call it my area. The syntax of this name isn't correct. So basically, I think this is just too long. So I'm going to call it my area, Maria. So now watch the magic. Ready? In here, I want it to equal the 100 divided by what? My area. Just type in M, and already, can you see down the bottom, it tells you all of the things you can click on. Oh, my area, right? So I call this my area. So D8 divided by my area, and then times by 100. Enter. 40%. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And now look, point to the bottom corner, and you'll get to the little crosshairs, drag across. Boom, finished. If we click in the 75.6 and we look up the top to the formula bar, can you see what it says? It says the number in J8, which is the 189, divided by Maria, times 100. The spreadsheet's doing all the work for us, okay? And then, well, that's great. That saved a bit of time, but it saves even more time, because if we go to now Duckerland, and if we change Duckerland area to 2,456, can you see how all of the percentages changed automatically? And if we go through here and change the coverage, can you see the percentages changing automatically? So this is the power of a spreadsheet. Once you have all the formulas set up the way you want it, you just type over some of the numbers, the data you're collecting, and it updates. Now, can you see this? It doesn't really make sense, does it, to have 8 decimal places, all right? So if we highlight all of this, and we go back to Home menu, and you can see under the number here, you can increase and decrease the decimal places. So just click on both of them until you see the decimal places reducing. I think 1 decimal place is sufficient there. Again, other things you can do when you highlight everything under alignment, you can see that you can put them at various parts of the cell, right? I usually put center just because I like it. Under the font menu, of course, you can not highlight the cell borders, but then it doesn't look like a table, does it? So I'll go and highlight the whole thing again. Under the font, I'm going to highlight all of the borders. And maybe I'll just make this bold, because they're kind of headers. And that's it. Over to you. I've made mine. You go and make yours. Yeah? I'm going to delete this now so you can't use it.
With a real country or a random?
I think you can make it with the random country first, but then go and do the research and put the proper data in, right? So if you make up random data first and then get the formulas in and see it works, then go and grab one country of your choice and put the real data in. I'll just pause this and I'll get it uploaded so you guys